What do you think about eating in the wintertime? You think about stew, you think about soup, maybe you think about a beautiful roast prime rib of beef. Well, if you do, you're in luck, because today I'm going to show you how to make a dry-aged prime rib of beef that will be the best roast beef you have ever tasted in your life. Because you may not know how to roast a beautiful prime rib like this, but never fear, because Joe knows. We start with a beautiful 10-pound boneless prime rib. It's gorgeous. And we're going to put it on a cookie rack on a sheet pan and put it in the fridge. Very important to be on that cookie rack because we want the air circulation to work its magic for us. Okay, now that we put the prime rib into the refrigerator, now what we do is we just wait. Okay, we have been waiting now 2 weeks. We've been waiting for the prime rib to be just right. So it should be about right now. So let's head on inside, trim it up, and we're gonna make a beautiful prime rib dinner. It's amazing though, how in this cold weather, your beard hardly grows at all. Been in the oven here about 2 weeks. We're taking it out. Boy, does it look gnarly. It sure looks a lot different than when we put it in. It's dry and scaly on the outside. And it's lost about 10% of its weight. And that weight that is lost is all water. So what's left is really, really beefy. Now, we won't be able to season it like it is because it's just hard and all the seasonings would just fall off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off just a little bit of the outside off so that the seasonings will stick. And it'll give us a really beautiful flavor. So we'll take the ends off, and then I'm going to stand it up, and I'm going to cut down, peeling off just a little thin strip all the way around to expose that beautiful meat. And there we go, down. Always cutting away from yourself, of course, because you don't want to cut yourself. And then we can see, as we cut in here, how that meat is actually a different color than it was when we first started. It's actually a deeper red than initially it was because so much of that water is gone. Get the bottom off, and we want to cut around where the bones were attached. Again, cutting away from ourselves to get those off. Then we're going to season it, and we're going to season it with salt, pepper, and some thyme. And also, I want to take this little heel off here. So I take that heel off. But when we season it, I want to season it and have it so that the seasonings will sit on there for about an hour and the meat will come to room temperature. So that's going to be a beautiful thing. Salt, pepper, thyme, and what I like to do is when the seasonings fall on the board, push those in. Push that meat into the seasonings and make sure they get nice in there. Then after it sits for about an hour, we put it on a cast iron frying pan, smoking hot. We want to make sure the outside is nice and brown because we're going to put it in a 300-degree oven, and we want to make sure it's nice and brown when it comes out, so we start that way. I'm going to put it on the trimmings we took off, I put underneath. I'm going to use those to make Yorkshire pudding and to make a really nice gravy for the mashed potatoes. So in she goes, 300-degree oven, and we'll go until she is 125 on the nut. Amazing. 125, let it rest for a few minutes, maybe up to even half an hour. And then carve. And you can see that this thing is like medium rare end to end, and look at the juicy pieces of meat that we have there. Is that beautiful or what?
Beautiful. Steam, good steam.
And before now, you didn't know how to make your own beautiful dry-aged prime rib dinner. But now you do. And you do because Joe knows.